gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Simon Brodkin. Thank you very much indeed. What a nice welcome. It is great to be here in Chorley. Yes, it is. I had a little look around earlier and a little rougher than I was expecting. But we're here, and I'm a London boy, of course. I've been come up from London. I was brought up actually in a very rundown, very poverty-stricken part of London. Don't know if anyone here has heard of Hampstead. Okay, clearly not. It's a posh part of London. I would say the equivalent in Chorley is you don't have one. But yeah, I would say like my craziest story from my entire upbringing in Hampstead. I was 12 years of age, and I was walking down the main high street there, and I still remember this so clearly. This group of black guys walked past me, and that's a true story. Surely, look how you do. You look, I like your vibe here. You've gone smart, you've gone old school, you've matched it up a bit. I like that you've got, because everyone must make a little bit of a different effort, and it's up to everyone's choice as to what we do. It's been a few months coming, this gig, because it was cancelled because of coronavirus, but you've put in the effort. You look like you've been choosing that since the start of lockdown 1. And you've got the waistcoat, you've got the buttons, you've got the rolling. I like that. Can you give it a spin? Just because I feel like your outfit should be on display. Look at that. You see, I really appreciate it. And then if you do you want to just stand up here? Because you look like a fucking mess, mate. The three of you should be utterly ashamed, and especially next to this guy here. Very nice. And you've got a can of Stella there. Have you brought that from home? Is that? They just sell. I like that. That's quite a northern thing. In London, we pour it in a glass. Really like pocket. Same taste. Walk off. Welcome, but that's nice. You're selling cans of Stella. I like that because could all kick off in the second half. But we're going to take the risk, and that's here. You see, everyone's different like that. You've gone for the smart and the Stella, and over here you've gone for what you've got there. You've got a what is that? What is that?
Drench.
It's a drench. It's a drenched juice drink. You see. So at the end of the day, he might be laying onto you, but you're going to be able to duck. You'll be so whack him with the bollocks, nick his waistcoat. Got it all planned. You've got it all planned. I like that. So good for you. And how are you doing over here, sir? You look like you should be on the top of a box of strong peppermints. You look amazing. You look.
Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure, my friend.
Do you know why I'm saying thank you?
Because I've complimented you.
You're the first person. I've been in 4 pubs today.
You've been in 4 pubs? Come on, now we'll pass in the second half.
4 drinks in each pub.
4 drinks in each. Oh, he said 4 drinks in each pub. Is this?
And you're the first person who's ever called me Captain Birdseye.
Yes, there we go. I'm the first
Thank
person. I suspect you've probably forgotten what happened in the first 3 pubs. Alcohol and your age. A vicious combination. Welcome to you. So have you retired? Are you an interesting guy? Have you retired, or are you still working, or are you what are you doing? Talk to me.
What I've done in the last 2 days.
Okay, this could be one of those chats of someone at a party and regret ever talking to them. They're cornered in the kitchen, like, I think I need a wee, just going to squeeze past you. So tell us what you got to, because you're an interesting guy.
Well, I went on email.
You went on the email? It's been a big couple of days.
I went on YouTube.
You went on YouTube? Very good. You do those, have you got an OnlyFans page? I'll link you for a tenner, I'll show you the video.
I went on your page.
You went on my page?
Because my girl here.
Your girl here? Over there? Is this your daughter?
Yeah, well, why?
Do you just want to get the mic and come up here? I'll just watch the rest of your show.
I've never heard of you.
You've never heard of me. Honesty, you get honesty at all. No mess with them. I've never heard of you.
I'm called Derek Berry. You've heard me
I
now.
love it. I'm David Berry, I am.
No,
You.
Derek. So
Derek,
I
sorry.
went on your YouTube
Thank you.
and I watched his Lee football.
There was Lee Nelson, the character, right? Yes.
And I couldn't stop laughing.
You couldn't stop laughing.
And then
yeah.
I went on when you did all these weird things.
All the weird things. That's a members only access area. That we're talking about that area, but I remember you. Yeah, you were asking me to stick something on the side.
When you did all the things
All
with
the things, the stunts. You talk about the stunts.
the stuff,
Yeah.
and I can put my hand up now.
Yeah.
There's very few people as brave as you.
Well, there's very few people as brave as you.
When you were there with Donald,
Trump.
you could have been shot.
I could have been shot. Luckily, I'm not black. That saved me. That did.
And
That
you
saved
should,
me.
and you should be
Coppers aren't
proud.
interested.
You should be proud of yourself.
Mate, that is a very, very sweet thing to say, Derek. I'm, you know, gently ribbing you, but it was a really sweet conversation that we've had there, and can I crack on now? No, it's the Derek. You know what, Derek, you're in for a treat, because I talk about the Trump stuff
You give
later.
me 20 quid to tell this.
You're not meant to say that, Derek, mate. Me and Derek are on tour in various theatres up and down the country, kicking off with... Give Derek some love. We'd be in hospital, of course, in London. It was a nightmare. Thank you, Derek. That's a warming heart. Anyone else want to have a 10-minute chat while we're up there? Derek, you've had your turn, mate. What a lovely man. How you doing over here? We've got to chat to you. How are you doing? You've gone for the rough and ready look. You've gone for the sort of the Lord of the Rings look. Over there, it's beardy, it's straggly, it's a very sweet look though. What would you go to? Not a lot. Before I go on, and surely, has anyone here got a job? Because I feel I might be wasting my time. Of course, I've fucking got a job there. Good for you. Where do you live? You local?
No, I'm from sort of near Blackpool way.
Okay, if anyone's going to know the answer to this, it will be you. I think, so Blackpool way, nicely done. I'm in Blackpool a few days' time, actually. Yeah, can I keep in your floor? No, please don't let me stay at Derek's house again.
Give me my floor.
Welcome over here. I'm going to try and strain it away from me, just so Derek can't hear much of what I'm saying. Put it all over here. And we've got, how you doing? A nice couple over here. You okay? Yeah. How long have you been with this man?
4 years.
4 years. Great stuff. And where do you meet each other? Online, that's, yeah, okay, you don't need to be embarrassed about that. You don't need to, that's normal. Was it, what was it? Was it an app? What was it? Plenty of fish. Yeah, no, and whose photo did you put up there? Got away with that one, mate. Good work, very good work. That's there, man, and that's it. Man, and we chat loads. I feel like I want to make sure everyone feels. You've got a nice shirt on there, mate. You've got, yes, it's nice. It's pleated, a pleated number. A different vibe. Did you dress this man? He dressed. I thought so. And you've got a whole leather gear going on. Another section of effort. What do you two got for a living?
You don't want to know.
I don't want to know. Go on. That sounds like I do want to know. Doesn't it? What do you do?
I'm a funeral arranger.
A funeral arranger. I don't want to know. Even Derek shut up at that moment. Great, and presumably you've had a cracking business over the last couple of years. New clothes, new outfits, they're fucking loving it. Don't wear a mask, anyone! And this gentleman over here, what do you do?
Fit signs.
You fit signs. Okay, that's interesting. Can be interesting, isn't it? What signs have you done recently? Any of the, yeah.
Asda, yeah.
Asda, you done Asda?
Yeah.
And what is it the big one outside the supermarket or the ones on the road?
Ones on the inside.
The ones on the inside. So what sort of things we do in Asda? Like aisle 12 and no, what you got?
Promoting Love Island.
What was that?
Promoting Love Island.
You were promoting Love Island in Asda. Okay, I'm not sure how that matches with you putting up signs. But what would you mean? You were putting up like you do adverts?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you do the big ones in Asda.
Yeah.
Big, huge pictures of the women involved in Love Island, and you've been doing that. It's taken you about 2 weeks longer than you thought, didn't it?
No, it was pretty quick actually.
It was pretty quick. A 2-minute man, are you? It's getting smutty. It's getting smutty. And welcome at the back as well. I can't chat to you, but I've had a crazy day today. I finished my last toilet roll from the first lockdown, which it brought back a lot of emotions, a lot of memories. You know, first lockdown, second lockdown. Do you remember that, the tier system, and the rules kept changing every single week? I think they should have turned that into a game show. We could have had the Saturday night's national coronavirus policy draw. Let's release those policy balls. Da-da-da, number 14, that's Bolton. And their new policies. Da-da-da, number 23, pubs not allowed to serve alcohol on weekdays unless it's raining. We were tier 2 in London. It all feels like a distant memory, doesn't it? And it was so confusing, wasn't it? Were you allowed to snort coke off someone's ass? My mum kept asking. I don't know. Have you seen the new vaccine advert? I think that is putting people off. You know, get a vaccine, protect yourself and your family. I mean, after 3 lockdowns, the people you least want to protect. Right? You're watching that and you're 50-50, you're thinking, I'm going to risk it, fuck 'em. I was a doctor before I got into stand-up. Do you know that? Yeah, that was the inspiration. I was on the hospital walls, they're talking about a character I used to do. And at the start of the pandemic, so sort of March 2020, when all the hospitals were overrun, I get an email out of the blue from the NHS, and I absolutely crapped myself, okay? Because when I was a doctor, I stole a lot of drugs. I'm thinking, are they onto me? What's going on here? It turns out they wanted me to go back as a doctor, and so for the past 18 months, I've been working in an NHS COVID centre in London. Is what I would love to be able to say. I turned them down, okay? I haven't been a doctor for 15 years, and when I was a doctor, I was shit. So I stayed home, protected the NHS, and saved thousands of lives, okay? I was a rubbish doctor, you know. I remember one time in A&E, this guy had fallen into a canal and nearly drowned. I thought we should put him in a bowl of rice. No good, you know. I worked in A&E. I worked in A&E in Manchester. Anyone been to Manchester A&E? It's carnage. There's blood on the walls, his body sprawled out on the floor. Some geezer in the corner weeping as the last drops of ketamine drained from his body. I need more drugs, doctor. Luckily, there was a dealer that worked in the waiting room. Friday nights, it kicked off like you wouldn't believe, because after the pub shut, Manchester A&E was like the after party. Welcome to Manchester A&E. Friday night through Monday morning, it's gonna get fucking messy. I'm glad I stayed away, man, because I would have been. I don't even remember the basics. If someone was to collapse, if you were to collapse right now, madam, I wouldn't even be able to locate your clitoris. Honestly, I would give it a bash, but. And he doesn't look like he'd be much help either. It's not like you see in the movies, you know. It's not like, because you see every TV show you see, every movie you see, the doctor's always like, you know, resuscitation pads, everyone clear, charge in, 240 volts, poof, you know, the patient springs back to life, everyone's high-fiving. In the real world, these paddles, they hardly work on anyone. You know, nothing. And most people just stay dead. And we ended up just using them on our abs in the end. 240. In fact, if you ever rush someone into hospital, you see them getting out of paddles, don't even bother paying for parking. That got an actual groan from this evening. Oh my God, what a shame. I'm seeing some patches of it's all sold out and people either haven't turned up or were your customers. Because how old was this gig? This gig was like a year and a half ago or something, wasn't it?
It was supposed to be the week after lockdown.
It was supposed to be the week after lockdown. That is crazy. And then, damn, people, we're here, we made it. It was first of all the virus, petrol crisis nearly stopped me from coming this time. But we are back and we are running and we are here and I'm delighted to be here. I got COVID, by the way. Not a big deal, I would say. Got the diagnosis this morning. I got it early on, actually. I got it when Boris got the virus. Do you remember when Boris got the virus? And I thought he was going to die, to be honest with you, with his underlying health condition of being a massive melon. Michael Gove got the virus, and that's when the scientists were like, oh my God, this virus can move from human to slug. Then Prince Charles got it, do you remember? And the Queen was worried. Apparently the Queen was more concerned about Prince Andrew, because most children don't know if they carry the virus. Yes. That is Prince Andrew, truly. 8th in line to the throne. First in line to any soft play area. Listen, you know, I could have been one of those inoffensive comedians, okay? And selling out multiple nights at the O2. I wanted to be true to myself and play one night here. I love Chorley Little Theatre. You haven't exactly been very grand, but Chorley, let's undersell ourselves, shall we? Just add a little. Chorley Tiny Theatre. Chorley shouldn't even bother coming here. To rebrand it the Grand Northern Hub. You should fuck it. You should call it an arena. I have anyone here with their family, by the way? Is anyone here with their parents this evening? You are the beardy dude, the blackboard beardy dude. Where are your parents? Okay, right, it's the beard, it's disguising when you have a closer look. Okay, no, he is not your dad, mate. Sorry to break this now, but he is not related to you, and you need to have a chat in the interval. Welcome, and how old are you, my friend?
25.
20, you don't know the answer to many. We're talking basic questions. Where do you live? Who are you here with? How old are you? I mean, literally, I cannot imagine the amount of weed you are smoking every day. It's time to stop, okay? Give a bit to Derek for medicinal purposes. 25, and you're here with your parents. This is like a little crash zone over here. And how old are you? 26, oh yes, and surely you stop going out with your parents at about 28, do you? That's the cut-off point. I love it, I love this little zone over here. Family vibes. I've got 2 kids myself, you see. And my wife and I, we love our children so much, but there's no way we can cope with another child. I mean, she wears a coil, I wear a condom, and after we have sex, she snorts a line of crushed up morning after pill. And I'll have a cheeky half. You know, if you are ever unlucky enough and a parent shows you a photo of their child, right? All you need to do to make us happy, you just look at the screen and you say, "Aww," and you give it back. And that is it. Job done. Everyone's happy. And the higher the pitch, the happier you make the parent. That's the key. So, "Aww," good. "Aww," better. "Aww," That's the best. Don't go too high. My wife went away with her sister for 2 weeks, and no, 1 week. It was 1 week she went away with her sister. And during that week, I discovered that my wife behind my back has, for the last 10 years, been doing all the childcare. I don't know why she never mentioned it. I mean, if I take something into the kitchen, I will let her know all about that. Babe, I'm not sure if you noticed, because you kind of haven't said well done, but there was this mug next to our bed, and I took it downstairs and I put it in the kitchen. Yeah, near the dishwasher. So, like, I don't need to make a big fuss, but if you just add another sticker to my reward chart, I'm 3 away from a hand job. I'm very, very excited. That week was the hardest week of my life looking after those children, okay? And my mum did 4 of the days. Day 1, I was so late getting the kids into school, right? I didn't know their routines, you know. No one told me they ate breakfast. No one mentioned the boy has got a nut allergy. So we run into the class, I'm expecting to be met by this really angry teacher. Instead, she looks at me, she says, "Don't worry, Mr. Brodkin, your wife warned me she was going away. Well done you for finding the school." Yeah, come on kids, let's get you out of your pyjamas. And you need an EpiPen, don't you, mister? Pick up, they wouldn't let me have my children. Yeah, they would. Yeah, I'm sorry, we just don't know who you are. We went over this morning. I'm your dad. Yeah, homework, forget about it. My kids wouldn't read anything. Nothing. Because reading's boring, is what I tell them. I want to read, and I've got books, but I can't read them. They just blur. I think I've got dyslexia, but I'm scared to get tested in case I don't. When I was a kid, I went to an all-boys fee-paying school. So, yes, I have tugged off another guy. It was, a Duke of Edinburgh Award. Bronze. We had a tragic school uniform, you know. I used to get. Did you have a uniform, my friend? Did you have a uniform at school? What was your uniform?
Maroon.
Maroon. Mine was maroon as well. No way. And what mine was maroon and black stripes. Can you beat that, mate? Like teeny little black shorts. We had a maroon and black cap that we had to wear. I got a London bus in and out of London every day wearing this outfit, right? With the school's Latin motto embroidered onto the pocket. Paulatim sed fermata. Prepare to be mugged. And did you ever get kicked out of school? Did you ever get booted out?
I got excluded once.
You got excluded once. You tend not to get excluded more than once. Once you're out, they don't get you back in. What were you suspended?
I shot someone with a BB gun.
You shot someone.
Fair enough.
Derek's like, fair enough. Even his old school attitude, yeah, you shoot someone, you've got to leave school, mate. You've got to leave. Why did you do that, you nutter? He asked you to do it. How? It doesn't that normally. Most people who are the victims of gun crime ask for it. Right? I mean, that is your classic set. Please shoot me in the leg. You go, no problem. Why did he ask you to do it? He was trying to show off. I mean, we all know how much of a brag that is. Watch me get shot. And you went along with it. You just whacked him, and then you got okay. And did this guy? Do you still hang out with him now? No, because he's dead, mate. only one person celebrating that, and she sat right there. I got kicked out of school. A little bit. I thought I was a hero, man. I was at 13 years of age. I was caught smoking weed. Age age 13, me think me be a ganja man. Ganja man skin up some fat reefer. Ganja man go house party. Ganja man spark up, take huge talk like he be Bob Marley in front of all his friends. Ganja man pull a whitey and think he gonna die. Ganja man be rushed to hay and heat. And ganja man crying like a little baby. Ganja man given mug of hot chocolate by Staffers. Ganja man grounded for 3 weeks. At home he become masturbation man. And he would end up in hospital again with his new friend Henry Nova. You know, I love hanging out with my kids' mates. You know, like just messing about with them, like, you know, making them laugh, thinking about. But I can't just go up to one of their parents outside the school gate and say, you know, can your kid come round to my house for a play date, even though my kids aren't there? Right? It's like, Michael Jackson has ruined it for guys like me, who want to just hang out with young boys, you know? Like Osama bin Laden ruined it for pilots who like having a kid sit on their lap during a flight. Jordy's not sure what to make of this. Surely, Derek's turned his hearing aid off. He wrote a little mute switch for conversations. I mean, listen, I think that there is a kind of what people think that paedophiles are everywhere, right? And of course, it's not true, you know? I made pancakes with my kids the other day. We ran out of milk. I sent my 8-year-old boy round to the neighbour, right, who I don't really know, to get some more milk. And I've told this to people like, oh my God, were you not worried he was going to be a paedophile? Like, no. Do you know what I mean? What are the chances of having one on both sides? We don't know our neighbours anymore, right? I think that's a shame. It wasn't like it was back in the day. And I don't know, I guess what I'm trying to say is like, has anyone seen my son? My kids want to get a dog. You like you dog fans here? You big dog crew? I like dogs. I'm not a big fan of dog owners. I'm gonna come out and just say that. I know that might be the most controversial thing I've said so far. But I'm out in the park with my kids, you know, and they're like jumping up on my. Look at that! That person really loves dogs. If he slags off dogs one more time, are you okay? Are you're Derek's daughter? Yes. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, nice to meet you. We'll wait for you. Are you okay, by the way? She's okay. She's okay. What's that?
She's a sweetheart.
She is a sweetheart, and she leaves a shit. That happens even to sweethearts. Even to sweethearts. We'll wait till we hear the flush of the water. A long time. It's going to be a long time, mate.
Where's your next gig?
Where's my next gig?
Do you about walk out then?
We'll crack on. Thank you, Derek, for the heads up. Just got to stop watching. Nope, not even in the first third. I'm out in the park, right? Whenever I'm out in the park, even when they were tiny, right? And the dog's jumping up on my kids, you know, like licking their face, humping their leg, sniffing their bum. I'm like, can you get your dog off my kid? And the owner's always like, oh, don't worry, he's just being friendly. Just being friendly. Just put my kids like, I want to jump up on that owner, start licking their face, humping their leg. Just being friendly. sniffing their bum, just friendly. Dog owners are deluded. We have to face this. They think they have a magical bond with their animal because it happens to come back to them after they've shouted their name 30 times. Right? Dude, it's a coincidence. Have you seen them? You know, it's Chester! 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 We weren't calling you, by the way.
Just called Chester.
In you come. It's okay, that was kind of the peak moment of the show. Gonna build up to a big Chester thing. Let's move on from dogs. Let's forget about dogs. But no one else go to the toilet, please. We thought you'd be longer. We gambled and started the routine. You thought you would be as well. Okay. Sorry. So really, I haven't had one of these sorts of chats since I was a doctor. I thought I'd be longer, doctor. I don't know what's going on down there. You're a bunch of fucking nutters. Suddenly occurred to me, you lot surely love it. Oh man, after lockdown we went camping. The family went camping, but to get away, you know. But it's hard to get away from things when the things you're trying to get away from are in the tent with you. Give me a hotel any day of the week, you know, nice hotel, fancy hotel. You land, you go into the taxi to the airport, you get, hello sir, welcome to this magnificent hotel, let me show you to a room. Leave the bags there, by the time we arrive in the room, they'll already be there. Hello sir, this is your deluxe room, king size bed, huge jacuzzi bath, massive television with 1,000 channels including Pornhub, as you requested. If you need anything at all, just say Raoul and I'll already be here. Goodbye. Get to a campsite, you know, hello sir, this is your patch of grass. There is nothing here, no electricity, no running water, no electricity, no television, no hope. The crumbling shed over there is where you'll shit and eat. If you need anything at all, good luck. We went away with my wife's perfect friends, yeah? Claire and Martin. Yeah, they're perfect little children, Poppy and Oscar. Martin works some huge tech firm. I just really hope there's another massive 2008 style stock market crash. I don't care if I lose my house, so long as Martin's company goes under. Their tent was nicer than our house, okay? 6 bedrooms and a basement. Night 1, Martin made for his family vegan pizzas, right, in his travel wood-fire pizza oven. Poppy and Oscar made little menus, which I accidentally tore up and pissed on. Meanwhile, the Bronkins were passing around a tin of baked beans that I managed to smash open with a rock. And so, next morning, Martin puts me in charge of all the children, yeah, while he went off for his wild swim. So I come up with a game of poo sticks, right? When you get a stick and just got to cover it in poo. Could be any animal, horse, cow, human, and you chase each other around. When you get really close to somebody, just fling it at them. And I'm having a great time until Martin's wife Claire makes us stop saying it's revolting and I should get my head examined, but I think it's just being a sore loser because I got a right in the face. With Martin's shit. She was having a nap at the time, but as they say in poo sticks, you snooze, you get shit in your face. it was nice to be in the UK for a change. You know, always everyone's running around, holidaying everywhere, but we were in the UK. I'm not a fan of flying, to be honest with you. Airlines rip families off something crazy. Once a kid's over the age of 4, I think, then they don't let you put them under the seat in front. And it was, look, you know what? I mean, I shouldn't moan about air travel because it is a miracle. You're up at, well, it's not a miracle. That's something you just cannot explain, like James Corden's career. But it's amazing, you know. But nighttime long haul economy. Oh my, you feel like you're sleeping rough in Dickensian times. You're hundreds of us huddled under blankets, freezing cold. Empty bottles of gin scattered across the floor. You know, the stewardess occasionally comes down the aisle like Florence Nightingale, checking on the weak and infirm. Put your faith in the Lord. You know, meanwhile, just the other side of that curtain, they're getting caviar and tit wanks. Some poor sod from First takes the wrong turn out the toilet, like accidentally ends up in economy. What is this place? A gang of pickpockets push past him. Watch where you're going, mister. Women holding up their babies. Please take him, he won't survive the night in economy. Last time I flew long haul, I actually did feel a little bit guilty about it because, you know, I was in First and my kids were on a megabus. My daughter doesn't want us to fly anymore because of the environment, you know, and in fact she asked me about climate change the other day, and I explained, I was truthful, you know, I said, listen, our generation didn't really act quickly enough or decisively enough, and it's now completely and utterly your problem. I don't want to hear it mentioned again, young lady. Okay, so turn the lights back on, the heating up, and let's get fracking. You know, when I die, yeah, I don't want to be cryogenically frozen, right? In case I get brought back to life in a couple hundred years' time, you know, and have to explain how we all lived to some future dude, you know, now living on a scorched planet Earth. I didn't go to drama school, this is all Wake up, number 693105. Defrost the one the size of a child. Excuse me, what year is it? It's 2284. Oh my God, the pandemic. Almost over. Brexit, I'm going. Look at the HS2, not even close. Can I get a drink of water, please? Negative. The last drop of water was drunk on Earth in the year 2040. Tell us what was born alike. Oh my God, it was amazing. We had a lot of it. Probably didn't look after it as well as we could have. We had water fights. We used to just chuck it all over each other. We had water slides. We used to wash our cars with it. We drank it all the time. We would just turn the tap on and just let it run and wait for it to be like the perfect temperature, and then we'd get a clean glass, and for some reason we'd wash it out again a couple of times, and then we'd take a big glass, we'd just drink a little sip and leave the rest of. But you had no idea you were destroying the planet. No, we knew. Then what did your leaders do to stop Earth from dying? They put a 10p charge on plastic bags. Then why did you travel in aeroplanes when you knew the pollution was irreversibly heating up the planet? Oh my God, this is going to sound bad. To go somewhere hotter. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a cheeky little breather. Good time to go to the toilet now. A little drink, I'll see you in the